All right, we are live and we are back. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. Now, moving on to part two of the Barakah formula, I am beyond excited to introduce someone very special, not just an incredible guest, but my brother, Mubashir Moruledi, a 70-year-old aalim student, WIO creator, and an aquascaper who brings a fresh, youthful, and relatable perspective to our discussions. Whether he's deep in his studies, creating content, or working in his incredible aquascaping projects, he's always finding a way to make an impact. And today, he's here to share his thoughts on maximizing Ramadan in a way that's both practical and meaningful. So, without further ado, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Mubashir, and welcome to the pre-iftar plug.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's amazing to be here. It's a pleasure to be under under this year. Yeah, great to see.
We're so happy to have you here. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so great introduction. I'm just gonna go straight into the questions so that we can get the nerves down and get it going. My first question to you is: Ramadan is a time of immense blessings, but also a time that many people struggle with discipline. How can someone build self control and avoid falling into bad habits during the month?
So the advice that I give or what I say, right, keeping yourself around good company. This is something that you should do throughout the year, but Ramadan specifically, because being around people who are doing good actions such as reading Quran, performing their salah, and even do more. Now, if you had to be in the company of somebody who is doing the opposite of what they should be doing, that drags you as well. Even if you had a good intention, you'd be changed in be doing the month of Ramadan, which could nullify your fast, could nullify your actions of ibadah, could destroy your Ramadan as a whole. So, firstly, I'd say 100% having people around you, people that encourage you and actually help you do good. Um, yeah, that's it. Amongst other things. Another thing also having a routine, that's a very, very big thing. Because if you grow a routine of good actions, you have it in your daily life. A person that doesn't have things like Quran or Salah in their daily lives, it's hard for them to implement it for themselves once the month of Ramadan comes, and thus they fall back into actions that they do out of Ramadan, which wouldn't be good to do in Ramadan. Yeah, and optimizing your time, that's what I see is a very big factor.
Definitely, definitely. Um, I think, yeah, maximizing your time, good company, these are very, very important things, especially in the youth where there's a lot of times where people are, around bad company. Their friends are maybe doing things that they shouldn't be doing during Ramadan. And with peer pressure, they end up doing those kind of things when they really shouldn't be. My next question will come very soon. I don't know if we're going to have a break now. Um, yeah, no, okay, we will continue. My next question to you is: many people start Ramadan strong but lose momentum halfway through. What's one way to stay motivated and consistent for the entire month?
This is actually something I'm very passionate about. So in Ramadan, you hear people talking about doing more than they usually do for Ramadan, whether it's tilawa or reading more salah. So the the more important factor isn't reading more or doing more ibadah. Rather, I'd say is having more yaqeen and having more deep connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in those actions that you are doing. Because you could be doing more afkar and reading more salah, but without that sincerity and that actual understanding of your actions. So what I'd say is putting more effort into understanding and actually having connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when you're doing your actions. That is my answer.
All right, Jazakallah khair, Jazakallah khair. Next up, we have suhoor and iftar play a huge role in our energy levels. What's one food or nutrition tip that can help people stay energized and focused throughout the day? Especially with being in madrasa, what's something that you've been able to have that's helped you stay energized throughout the day?
This is actually a pretty common answer for most people. Bananas. I mean, they're easy, they're on the go, and they're packed with a bunch of nutrients, sugar, a bunch of stuff that you would need to be energized and have energy throughout the day. So one thing I'd say in the morning, have a banana. A banana, it's a small snack, but it's packed with protein and a bunch of other things that you would need. So that, and then also replenishing your body with the minerals and stuff that it needs once you already start intaking food at the time of iftar plays a big role.
Definitely, definitely. Everybody needs a banana here and there. A lot of people actually don't like bananas during Ramadan. So, besides bananas, what else can we add?
Obviously, go down to the sunnah, having some kajur dates. Those also in a smaller shape, but has exactly the same as I said for bananas, exactly the same. As in, they have a lot of nutrients and stuff like that, and they energize your body. So I'd say that 100%. So you get two aspects. You get
Definitely.
the mineral aspect, and then you also get the sunnah. Win-win.
All right. Now we are going to have a break and we'll be back shortly, inshallah.
Salam Media, your spiritual companion this Ramadan.
A mesmerizing treasure they can't steal from me. An unforgiving pleasure, how beautiful with me. You are full of wisdom, I fail to enjoy. We all turn to you in sadness and in joy. An appealing miracle, with you I know I'm safe. Entirely original, sent by Ar-Rahman. Many words of honesty, brighten up my soul, lighten up my heart, healing all my pain. كتاب الحكمة، كتاب الهداية، كتاب السلام، كتاب الله. A book of guidance, a book of wisdom, a book of peace, the book of Allah. A sacred lamp in darkness you are, an inspirational light, how pleasing you are. You guide me to Allah, the greatest of all, attracting my heart with words so divine. An impeccable companion with secrets so pure. You call to success and gardens of bliss. A book full of glory with verses of beauty. Reminder of my duty, cleansing all impurity. كتاب الحكمة، كتاب الهداية، كتاب السلام، كتاب الله. A book of guidance, a book of wisdom, a book of peace, the book of Allah.
You are listening to Salam Media live from our headquarters in South Africa. This is Salam Media, keeping you company this Ramadan.
And we are back. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is currently 35 minutes past 2, and we were just engaging in a conversation with Mubashir Moruledi, a WIO ambassador and aalim student, giving us all the tips and tricks for this Ramadan. Moving on to our next question for you, Mubashir, is sleep schedules can get messy in Ramadan, especially with late tarawih and early suhoor. What are your advices for managing sleep while still making the most of ibadah, considering having classes in the morning, iftar, tarawih, having time to yourself? What do you say?
So, as I said earlier on, time management plays a big, big role in Ramadan. So, firstly, my first advice I give to someone is have a nap throughout the day. Break up naps and have them throughout the day. As in, for example, let's say after Dhuhr, you have a nap. Before Asr, have a nap. because during the day you'll be able to get more sleep, and at night is the best time for you to be reading Quran and for you to be making salah. So you rather spend the nights in qiyam, in salah, and spend the days during with sleep. Another thing is, if you are unable to stand in salah at night, then rather use that time to sleep. So as soon as Tarawih finishes, you go home, for example, have a snack, eat something, and go to bed. Don't waste time doing actions that might nullify your Ramadan, your actions, your amal. Rather, sleep. Sleep. It's better to do an action that doesn't get you any reward or any sin than go into actions where you might be nullifying your actions. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. Tying into our previous question, why don't you give us a rundown of what your day looks like from before Seri to after iftar? Just what is your day look like?
Okay, on a normal day, um, before suhoor, wake up, get ready, have suhoor. After suhoor, obviously, fajr, fajr salah. Um, after fajr, then classes till around midday. Then after that, we take that time after classes to rest. We sleep during that time. Um, Sleep during that time, and then dhuhr, obviously. After dhuhr, same thing. Have time to relax, time to study. So between sleeping and having free time, make time to make ibadah, make tilawa, make dhikr, and do other acts of worship. So, uh, after Asr, same thing, but make ibadah and stuff like that. And then waste time, or not waste time really, but yeah, till Maghrib we can have iftar, and after iftar, have some time to yourself, relax. Isha comes, Isha, Tarawih, and Tarawih, start cycling.
Definitely, definitely. Um, I think having a very day that's very scheduled can become very hard in Ramadan, and finding a new schedule that will help you stay awake and refreshed while getting everything you need to get done during the day and in Ramadan is very, very important. Next up, we have social media can be a huge distraction in Ramadan. How can someone create a healthier digital routine to stay focused on ibadah?
So during Ramadan, the best way to keep yourself on track while still being um still being able to access other stuff like social media and stuff is to limit it to what is important, needs, rather than wants, entertainment purposes. So for example, um the apps like Instagram, Twitter and stuff like that, entertainment, watch videos and stuff like that. Now in Ramadan, the limit those things down uh to the least that you can, or leave it out completely if you are able to. And supplement that time and use that time for something else. Tilawa, salah, you know. Yeah, use the time wisely. Social
Definitely.
media can play a very big role in learning as well in Ramadan. For example, you have shows, you have programs that are happening online and stuff like that. For you to watch them and learn something is 100% very beneficial. But there's also downsides to social media and stuff, as I've said earlier on. So it's more about you having your own self restraint and your own ability to differentiate between what is right and what is wrong, and when to draw a line to stop. You know, we can't consume content forever, and so yeah, to know when to stop.
Definitely, definitely. Next, my question to you would be that it's easy to focus on personal worship, but what's one way people can be more involved in community service and giving back during Ramadan, considering that you spend all your time around people? What are ways that you guys come together make ibadah and help the community?
Okay, definitely. Salah as groups, whether that may be normal tarawih, qiyamul layl, different salahs. We played as a group, as a group of people. That encourages our people to carry on even out of Ramadan, carry on praying these nafil prayers, and carry on doing ibadah. That's one thing. Another thing is helping out other people. as in like helping people with suhoor or iftar, helping out by giving them something to eat or giving packages to places where they might need some help, for example, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. A bit of a more casual question before we get back into the deep ones. What is your favorite thing to have for iftar?
Favorite thing. I mean, we all love savories, don't we? So obviously, start off light, savories and stuff like that, and then a nice curry wouldn't do anything bad to a person. So a nice curry, a roti here, and there, yeah. Or an iftar,
Definitely.
it puts you back, Uh,
A lot of people actually say curries aren't very good Taraweeh time. So, how are you keeping the curries all well during Taraweeh?
oh man, hey,
Mubashir, are you on the line with us? All right. We have unfortunately lost Mubashir. I think we're having some network issues. So we're just gonna go for a quick ad break, and in hopes of having him come back soon, inshallah.
You are listening to Salam Media live from our headquarters in South Africa. This is Salam Media, keeping you company this Ramadan.
أنفق مما أعطيت قبل أن يأتيك يوم تتمنى لو أفديت بكل ما للدنيا وما لك فيها. هذه الجنة نعيمها أحلى من كل ملذات الدنيا وكل ما فيها. هذه الجنة لا مثيل لجمالها، لا هم ولا صخب ولا يمل ما فيها. كم من أطفال ينادون قوت يومي يطلبون ما يملى البطون. كم من أناس يقاسون إليك ناظرون لذل الفقر صار. هذه الجنة نعيمها أحلى من كل ملذات الدنيا وكل ما فيها. هذه الجنة لا مثيل لجمالها، لا هم ولا صخب ولا يمل ما فيها. هذه الجنة نعيمها أحلى من كل ملذات الدنيا وكل ما فيها. هذه الجنة لا مثيل جمالها لا هم ولا صخب ولا يمل ما فيها كم من أناس يطمعون في الحرام ينعمون سوف يحاسبون كل ما أعطيت الآن موضوع في الميزان دليل إيمان أموالنا تاركونها لوارثينا لن نحمل معنا غير ما زكينا.
You are listening to Salam Media live from our headquarters in South Africa. This is Salam Media, keeping you company this.
All right, we are back. Alhamdulillah, we got Mubashir back on the line. It is 47 past 2 right now, and we are gonna just go on to our last and final question, but a very exciting question, especially for me, because I want everyone to know your answer to this. And my question is, Mubashir, you're not just an aalim student, but also a WIO creator and an aquascaper, which is a unique combo actually. How did you get into aquascaping, and what is it like being a WIO ambassador while balancing everything else in your life?
Okay, so this all started a couple of years back. I started off by keeping and breeding fish, aquarium fish, right? And passion for keeping and admiring nature in a glass box expanded to other things also. Um, started admiring the world around us, the nature that you can't. Yeah, so I started admiring all that stuff, and then earlier on last year, there was an opportunity to become a brand ambassador for a company called WIO. So once I heard that, I jumped right into it, right? And Alhamdulillah, through the fadl of Allah, I managed to secure the position. And yeah, so yeah, that's how it started. It started off from simply keeping fish. And now, what does it look like for me? So basically, basically, I do everything from aquariums to just keeping plants and stuff like that. And I find sakina, I find peace in that. So yeah, that's what my hobby is, and I find a way to do it with Animal Force by in between my free time. I find places or ways to do it through social media, for example. I do marketing through
All right.
social media, posting for companies and stuff like that. I find
All right,
you know
Jazakallah so much for that. I hope we all kind of get
uh,
a small.
a way to interact with that through that. I keep aquariums with me as well and stuff like that. So yeah,
All right.
you
Okay.
find a way. If you want something, you have to find a way to be able to attain what you want. So I find that to be my way to be able to still be aquascaping and do my stuff while studying aalim. Yeah, time management.
All right. Jazakallah khair. Jazakallah khair. I think aquascaping and being a wheel creator and things like that is something that a lot of people don't know about. So thank you so much sharing on that, and for everything else you've shared with us today on Ramadan and the tips and tricks and what Ramadan is for you. We I truly appreciated and enjoyed having you on. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.